Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody that is, I think, going to get their just desserts. This is a brand new deck, so I cannot quantify for you how strange it is to have these two cards come out together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about these cards and what I think our reading is about. But I'm also going to show you the new deck so you can appreciate just how strange it is that these two came out together. So we've got civil servant and criminal, guardian or public good, public official, administrative duty, public administration, and then criminal, transgressor of justice, prison, parole, discipline. So pretty clear that we have somebody that is going to be having a run-in with the law. This, by the way, is the deck that it came from. This is called the Character Oracle. I did just post a video, a short, that unboxed two new decks for you guys. This one, and I'll show you the other one in 2 seconds. But you guys, this is kind of weird. Like, okay, so we've got coach, we've got painter, drunkard, dancer, farmer. You've got plenty of options, and it's not exactly like a small stack, right? So we've definitely got some justice being served. The other deck, oh my God, it's so cute, you guys. Don't worry, I'm going to use it. Actually, I might just start with it. The other deck, I have to say thank you to Peggy. You are amazing. It's so funny because these two both arrived today. But Peggy told me about it earlier today. I was like, that's so weird. I got another one coming today too. So they'll be like twinsies. Hello there, dude. How are you? The jury's still out. First arrival. What's up, Jess? How are you doing? So this is called the Pause Tarot. It is freaking adorable. I'll show you a couple. This is the Ten of Swords. The World. Look at how cute it is. The Ace of Wands. Little paw. The Two of Wands. It makes me feel like it's the Dilbert of kitty cats. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked. We're gonna probably dive in with that, but we got to call in spirit, right? So we've definitely got somebody getting a little bit of a lesson, right? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. All right. So let's see what else we have. I'll try to figure out how many cards. I want to say it's like 70 maybe. Definitely impressive that those two came out. Aren't they? Nice. All right. So we've got the Eight of Cups. Judgment. And the Fool. So I feel like we have somebody that walked away from an injustice that they did. They felt pretty confident that they would be just fine. Nothing would happen. Maybe this person felt like they had some anonymity. Maybe they felt like they had, some ability to distract people from what really happened. But with Judgment, I feel like there's someone new who's taking a look at this. It's like if somebody were looking at cold cases, right? It's not the original detective, it's somebody new. Anyways, there's some new eyes, some fresh eyes on what's been going on. So somebody who feels like they've perhaps gotten away with what they've done is going to be in for a little bit of a rude awakening. Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So we have money at risk, or kind of feeling like this is a company. Ten of Wands in the reverse. I feel like we have somebody that talked about company matters, like got something off their chest and involved somebody in what they had done by doing so, right? About a major deal, or maybe even a bribe, or something they did that they probably shouldn't have done. But this has to do with, I believe, a company. This is not like, we're not talking about $40 here. We're not talking about $100. We're talking about thousands or more. It's like this person was too excited about the fact that they got away with something. They couldn't not tell somebody. Who did they tell? Well, I should have been using the character one, huh? Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody they know doesn't have many scruples. Four of Wands in the reverse. Somebody who is not in a great situation. Knight of Cups. So we have, here's the Six of Pentacles. I think they're telling somebody who is not as like well positioned as them, but looks up to them. It's kind of like a brag, you know, like, yeah, you think I'm cool for this. Let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something else. I feel like this is like a little fanboy or fangirl. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. I think in their excitement to talk about what they think they've gotten away with or what they were able to achieve, this person boasts about a specific detail that is a very bad idea to reveal. This is like saying I was able to get paid big bucks off of something that cost me $10, or I was able to, outsource my own contributions. I didn't have to actually do the work. This is somebody admitting a pretty big thing, and they think it's like amusing. They like it. Okay, if that's how you want to do it, but I'm pretty sure there's like 8 million movies about people who get caught because they brag. Are they bragging in jail? Official person in the reverse. Courthouse in the reverse. Journey. They're bragging about how they didn't get any consequences. And I feel like they have some sense of bravado or security, like I can do this or I can get away with this because I'm not wherever the problem was. I'm in a different state, I'm in a different country. There's some level of like, nothing can happen. But there's somebody outside of the company that's looking into why there was a big payout or money that doesn't seem to be like it doesn't make sense. Like, remember I said it's like there was a cold case, somebody else is looking. This could be like something that was reviewed at the state level and just kind of like dismissed, actually gets picked up at the federal level. There could be like a tip that's called in because we have official person in the reverse. Somebody who has insight causes somebody to take another look at a situation, but it's all because there's money where there shouldn't have been money. Hello, P. Douglas. Thank you so much. From the aliens. Well, thank you, aliens. Maybe I need to get an alien tattoo. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Are you a Libra, Jess? Yeah, no, there's definitely some justice happening here. It's pretty unavoidable for this person. Ooh, Lord. Oh my God. Are we okay still? Come here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw you off the table like that. If you heard it hit something, it's because I have like a little bit of a cemetery of old candles back there. I'll clean it up, I promise, eventually. I think Skull's okay. It's all right, you guys. But let's go with the Path of Shadows because we need to know what this person's been up to or what more specifically. Ooh, yeah, it's a little heavy, huh? That makes sense. All right. What else do we have? But seriously, you guys, how cute are these cards? Hi, Peggy. These cards are so cute, like legit. I don't know if you saw the unboxing video yet, but I did that just to make sure you could see my reaction. All right, so we've got people pleasing. I wonder how much of myself I've lost in others. The pieces that remain, no one can notice. I feel like this is the person who reveals what happened. Like, I really do think there's somebody who might like call in a tip or mention to somebody who's important. I think there's an issue here with the money. We've got nymph. In this mundane world, I now roam. Inside this concrete jungle, where is my home? This is somebody who doesn't feel an allegiance to anybody else. Look at how similar those faces are. So I really do feel like we have somebody speaking up on a piece of information they've gotten from the guilty party. And I don't know if they know that they're talking to the person who's the right person about, to talk about this with, or if they just do it on accident. But we've got the Grim Reaper in the realm of twilight where shadows converge. The Grim Reaper's scythe guides souls to the verge. I feel like this is like serendipitous, or like the universe contrives for this confession to be repeated in a place where someone else hears it. So the guilty party talks boastfully about what they've gotten away with, or what they feel they've gotten away with has to do with money within a company. And when they do so, this person that they tell, who's like a little bit of a fanboy or fangirl, says something to somebody that they shouldn't. And the reference that's coming through for me right now, I hope it's not insulting to anybody. Oh gosh, what's that dude's name? Jerry Lewis, I think. I'm going to be really, I feel awful if I get this wrong, but I was watching a YouTube video about his like teenage bride accidentally revealing that she was his wife before anybody knew that they'd gotten married. And it was a reporter that she told that to. It's that kind of thing. Like, I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. I'm just answering innocently, or I say something, but I say it to the wrong person. I hope I got that story right. And also, she seemed like such a sweetheart. I just wanted to give her a big old hug. Gosh, what was her name? I can't remember. Sorry, guys. My brain's been working too hard lately. So we've got the grimoire, wisdom, experience, hidden knowledge. This is the person who has that hidden knowledge and they reveal it to somebody. Was it Jerry Lee Lewis? Jerry Lee Lewis? He was like a rocker that had a little bit of like a rebellious vibe. Like, I'm thinking like Marty Robbins style, you know, like outlaw country. But yeah, he married like, I don't know if she was 13. Yeah. Very Edgar Allan Poe. So we've got ghost. In the realm of shadows, where memories are host, the echoes of what is gone still haunts me the most. So yeah, we've got somebody that maybe was a little bit creeped out by this knowledge, and that's why they share it, or they feel like they know something's wrong. But more than anything, I feel like this ghost energy is more so the actual consequences that had not happened for the guilty party were haunting them. It's like they know eventually they're going to have to face the music. Perfectionism. In the pursuit of perfection, night after night, I've gifted myself 1,000 flaws. This person, the guilty party, the person who believes they've gotten away with something, their biggest flaw is that they love to talk about how much they've gotten away with, or they love to talk about how great they are. I feel like that's accurate for the country singer dude too. I think he was a little bit into himself, right? We've got somebody here who got away with something and for a while was quiet about it. I do feel like it's theft of money or bending the rules for a company's advantage. And they feel like they executed on it so well, it would be a sin if they didn't tell somebody about it. Aw, that's kind. Hello, sisses. How we doing? Hello, soft as blue. Let's move to a different deck, shall we? All right, this is the Rider-Waite. So we have the Hanged Man in the reverse and the 8 of Wands. Whatever was suspended is no longer suspended, and I feel like this is an investigation. I feel like this is, oh yeah, no, we had to like, you know, focus our efforts elsewhere, or we didn't find anything to indicate something was an issue. You know, that avoidance or delay of justice is not going to be around for much longer. With the 8 of Wands, I see a lot of communication or a lot of action, people moving quickly. And I feel like it's because when information is released regarding money, or when somebody realizes the money's wrong, there's an argument that ensues, and it's like people are blaming each other. That's their fault. No, that's their fault. No, that's the person who signed off on that. Because nobody wants to have consequences. With the Four of Swords in reverse, I feel like we have multiple people that are like, you know what? I don't want to get blamed for this. So we have some infighting or some backstabbing. Were there multiple people involved in this? Nope. There's one person that did this. So these are people who could potentially get in trouble for something that one person did. But there's one person who took everything. There's one person who feels like they made out like a bandit. Like, oh, cool. I figured it out. So false sense of security, temporary victory. This is not a long-term victory. When you're talking about a night, it's not a month, is it? Six of Swords, Page of Cups. I feel like this is a younger, innocent person who aids the investigation or inspires somebody to look at what's going on. So this could be like an intern. This could be an entry-level person. This could be somebody who doesn't understand the complexities of the business or the laws pertaining to that business, which could explain why they speak up and say something and they don't necessarily know that they're giving away what's going on, or that they're maybe even kind of accusing somebody of doing something illegal, right? Because I feel like when they say it, they don't realize that they're causing the troubles that they are. Eight of Cups, Three of Cups in the reverse. So the person who's walked away, the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, this person loses the support of the people at the company. This would be like if they're the CEO, they get like zero support now from the board. They don't have anybody willing to speak up for them because these people don't want to go to jail. These people don't want to get in trouble. So now there's very shaky ground underneath. Remember, we had the Four of Wands in the reverse come out from the first one too. There's very shaky ground underneath this person. There's nowhere they can turn. They can't really explain what's going on with this money. So what they thought they'd gotten away with, what they thought they'd hidden, front page news, or there's people with flashlights like, hey, can you explain this, please? This person's freaking out. Hi there, Tiana. Hello, Sierra. Oh, I hope it goes well. All right, let's go with the Tattoo Tarot. What else do we have? Two of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Ooh. I mean, I'm kind of nervous for this person who speaks up and brings attention or sheds light on this like illegal behavior, but they are in dangerous waters right now. I do feel like whoever is conducting this investigation or whoever wants to see justice brought, right, is going to try to protect this person who has spoken up or said something to, you know, elucidate what's going on. With the Queen of Wands in the reverse, I think we have somebody here who's fearful and doesn't know what to do. They might feel like they've lost friends or their job because of what they've said. But the truth that they did speak up about was something that would have come out regardless. It would have found a venue. It would have, come to light. If it wasn't for them, it would have been some other way. With Judgment in the reverse, I do feel like they're going to eventually be like accepting of how things happened and not feel bad about that. But right now, things are, I think, really chaotic for this person. Like, who can I trust? Who can I talk to? I didn't know that what I was going to say would start all of this drama. And I feel like they're being encouraged to take some time to themselves. We have the Two of Swords, Ace of Wands. So this person who thought they got away with things, the criminal. I mean, I didn't give you that name. It came out at the beginning. Whoever that is, they are now at a crossroads. They realize they have to find a way to explain what they can't explain. So I feel like this Ace of Wands is a new crime. I feel like this person's the guilty one is going to try to make somebody else look like the person who made the call or took the money, signed the deal, based on some sort of internet records or like information stored in the cloud. A stock purchase or deal. I don't think it's going to work though. I feel like they're trying to use their connections or their understanding of how things operate to try to make it look like somebody else did what they did. But it's like, it's too late. They spent so much time stoked on how perfect they were and how nobody would ever figure this out that it's going to be obvious. It's like something's time-stamped or it's a different version of software. It's auditable somehow. They're not going to be able to avoid the consequences that they assumed they had already avoided. Hello, Ashley. How are you doing? Hello, Asusena. Welcome. Hello, Mindset. How are you? I like that a lot. Good for you. Ooh, Lord. Yeah, no, we've got somebody that has been figured out and they're going to have consequences. I do feel like the people who are associated with this person are not going to get blamed for something that they did not do. But I do think that they're going to have to probably be a little bit more selective going forward in terms of who they're willing to associate with, right? So we've got the Four of Cups, the Empress in the reverse, and the Nine of Cups. Have you ever watched any of the like random movies or shows where people have an opportunity to make a wish and the wish that they make, usually there's a genie involved. They just don't do it right. I don't know. I think I'm thinking of Goosebumps. Just that idea that sometimes you get exactly what you wanted, but in the worst way possible. I feel like Twilight Zone played with that concept a lot as well. We've got somebody here who was wishing for fame. And they viewed money as the best way to get them to that fame. So I feel like they were very ambitious and they were cutthroat. What this person doesn't realize is they're getting exactly what they wished for. They're getting infamous, right? Yes, monkey paw. Um, they're getting what they wanted, but it's not the way they saw it. It's the right kind of justice for them, right? Like, well, you went about it the wrong way. You gonna get it the wrong way. Like it's everybody's gonna know your name, but it's because they're gonna know that you did something messed up. Or it's gonna be because you're going to jail. Consequences, right? Because they were willing to do the most and they were not pure of heart. All right, what else can you tell us about this situation, please? There is a courthouse card in here, so it'll be interesting if that comes out, or the government with the mallet picture on it. All right, so we've got synchronicities and crushed in the reverse. So I do feel like there's somebody that's watching this reading, or several of you. You're going to start getting signs that this person who's been able to get away with whatever they've been able to get away with is not going to get away with it. So you're going to get validation that justice is going to be served, and that's going to give you a sense of hope. Yeah. It'll make things easier for you in terms of appreciating the little things again, or feeling like, you know, things happened for a reason. Hi there, GP. What's up? Hooray! You know, I heard chocolate milk is good to drink after a good workout. But I don't think anyone really believes me when I say that. Doing pretty good. You think I'm a triple aqua? I'm not a triple aqua, bruh. Pisces and Scorpio. Wait, who are you talking to, soft as blue? Are you okay? All right, that'll work. That'll work. Fair. So we've got somebody, I think, that decides to move away from all of this chaos. I feel like this is who I'm reading for, the person who's going to be getting justice. Because once you get through this situation and justice is served, I do feel like you're ready for some sort of new beginning or a new environment. And it is going to be I think, a very healthy environment for you, where you don't have to deal with this infighting or betrayal. I do think that this was kind of meant to teach you how to deal with difficult people before you're on a bigger stage. So I've seen this play out for a number of people that I know, where you go through a difficult interpersonal or community situation as a way to prepare you for a bigger, like, higher stakes game, right? Nobody tells you if you're new at poker that you should start at like the high stakes table, right? Is that what they call them? I think that's what they call them. You really want to like cut your teeth on the smaller tables first, right? Like you want to know what you're doing before you really, go to the next level. So I feel like the universe is teaching somebody here how to be really cautious and discerning, because they're about to be dealing with bigger money, more important things, a wider audience. This is helping someone to understand how to deal with people that are difficult or even ruthless. Hello there, Broken Key. How are you doing? Hello, Kiss JG. How we doing? I hope you guys are having a good day. Let's get a few from the Zodiac fortune telling cards. Awesome. I don't know who you're talking about. But thank you, Peggy. You have genius thoughts, which should be carried through. You are good, but people misunderstand you. I do feel like that's something most of you will relate to. I do think that's what we're getting justice for, is somebody who dealt with a person who probably misunderstood your strength or underestimated you. We've got success in business enterprises through hard work. So because you actually put in the work that apparently this person doesn't, right? Because they came out as the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. You actually are a hard worker. Now, you could be somebody who experienced injustice because of this person, or you could be the person who spoke up, right? But we've got success coming to you because you've actually done right by the situation. A great future for you. Don't be disappointed. So you do have good things coming to you. All right, let's get a few more from the Gilded Reverie. So we have recognition coming to the person who is getting justice here, right? I feel like that's tied to what I was saying. You're like cutting your teeth dealing with difficult people, or people that are willing to throw others under the bus or break the law. You're dealing with that now on a smaller scale to prepare you for a bigger, like a next chapter in your life, right? You will suffer no fools because you've encountered several of them, right? Yeah. So you'll be able to cut things off or end things more expeditiously, because again, you're not going to be suffering any fools. You're going to be like, I've been down this road before. I have zero patience for you. You're either going to deal with me straight or no. So I'm thinking of a specific example. I'm not going to tell you who, but it's a friend of mine who's recently realized, if I'm going to be doing my own business, I have to create a contract, because there are people that are not following through on what they said that they would do in terms of payment, or, you know, what have you. There's a discovery for somebody. I can do this to protect myself. I can do this to make sure nobody can mess with me. I can protect my money this way if I interact with people, or if I engage with these rules of engagement in place, right? So you're learning how to better protect yourself against people like this. Yes, indeed. So we've got the stars and the sarcophagus, or the coffin. You're going to listen to your intuition. You're going to follow that discernment. And you're going to end things if it doesn't feel right. Look, there are plenty of times where people have been made really great offers, but it doesn't smell right. It doesn't feel right. I've been given job offers or made offers, you know, like, hey, we'd like you to do this job and we are going to pay you this. And especially when you're dealing with, like, I was in sales, right? People are going to lie to you. They're going to set unrealistic quotas. They're going to, you know, tell you that it's realistic to hit this bonus and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, we're not going to pay you very much for this. There's something here like that where you're able to better, like, avoid those problems in business, or dealing with people who don't run their business well. You're going to be, I think, quite adept at avoiding those pitfalls because you've dealt with this situation. All right, let's see. What else do we have? This is the Gypsy Oracle. We've got Malady and Lord in the reverse. So I do feel like there is going to be a little bit of illness that hits somebody. I think it's because of stress. I think this is the person who speaks up, or the person who's waiting for justice to be served. And I want to remind you that things are going to be better if you let go of that how can I put this? I don't want you worrying over things that you can't control. And I know that's really difficult, but I'm literally like trying to do this for myself right now. There's something that I worry about that I know I can't really do anything about. And my friend called me on it and I was like, you're right, you're right. I just need to like put it out of my mind and things will resolve as they should. And I think that's the message for this. Like there could be some headaches that you experience, or there could be some um, difficulty eating, and it's really just a reminder that you can get that out of mind, perhaps by reminding yourself that there are things you can control and things that you can't. So we do have money coming in for you. It's money you earn. This is not like inheritance or something that is, you know, it's something you're going to be able to point at and said, I did this, or and say, I did this. So for a lot of you, this is like your business doing well. For a lot of you, this is a promotion. For a lot of you, this is a big sale that you do. Maybe even being able to sell a house, because we had the house sold card coming out. But there's going to be financial security or freedom for you, and it's of your own making. We've got pleasure seekers in the reverse. I view this as you being able to walk away from the drama queens and the people who are superficial and not really good friends or hard workers. I feel like you're more interested in surrounding yourself with people who know how to do things for themselves. So you might make some more friends that do similar line of work or have an appreciation for hard work the way that you do. Not any of these, people who try to take money that isn't theirs, right? We have melancholy and prison in reverse. I'm sorry for chuckling. I do feel like there's going to be some guilt here. Some sense of it's my fault that somebody is getting justice, right? But that's folly. That's not a worthwhile use of your time. Karma comes for those who have done things they shouldn't. Lady Justice serves justice to people who have done things that they shouldn't. Sometimes we are mechanisms of that machine, but you are not the person who chose to make that decision, right? Have I said hello to Curtis yet? Hello. Yes, Lucas, I am. So we've got hope in the reverse. Where are you? Hold, please. There we go. Hold it. And joyfulness. So at your lowest moment, or perhaps a moment where you are not certain that things are going to go your way, I feel like you're going to have a wild swing towards the other end of the spectrum and be overjoyed. So for those of you that don't get the kind of justice you want from the person who literally caused the issues in your life, you're going to get some huge, amazing news on some other front that like balances things out for you. And you're like, maybe you didn't pay me the money that you owe me, but I've made double that over here for the work that I've done. Something along those lines. But I do feel like there's still justice, right? If somebody took your money, you're getting that back and then some. So the universe is looking out for you. Yeah, this is most likely about business or your ability to get the kind of role or the job that you want to have. Interesting. So after this situation, gets to a point where things are starting to settle down and you feel more confident after getting this big blessing in your life and things feeling like they have been made right, you have a romantic interest that enters the chat. This person could like the yellow or the color yellow. I do feel like this person says very kind things to you or is not afraid to compliment you. And I do feel like this person is going to understand your business in some way. They might have been, raised by parents that did the same kind of work, or they might have an interest in it themselves. You might meet because of that business. But either way, I like it. It looks like things are going to be made right. And we all enjoy that, don't we? That's awesome, dude. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, everyone, for the likes and the subscribes. Thank you again, P. Douglas, for the donation. That was super kind of you. Thank you, Peggy, for the new cards. I'm super excited about it. I love you all. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next reading.